Hi everyone. I want to share something today with you. It is a very important thing and it is majorly for the benefit of the farmers. We know how they are struggling throughout their lives and in day-to-day life as well. There are a lot of poor families who just have a very small part of our land where they cultivate or harvest anything, and that is only the mean of income for them. There are people who are basically suffering from flood. There are people who are suffering from rain, and also during the summer there are scarcity of water. Water has always been a challenging factor in a lot of ways, um, and water accumulation is also a challenging factor for people. And people or the scientists or different people are finding ways to accumulate water, and it can be utilized in a lot of ways. Recycling of water is also very useful, which people have thought about, but there are certain things which has to reach to these people in the interior or the core of the villages, where people should know the process how to conserve the or preserve the water, the rainwater or any kind of water which can be preserved, and it can be utilized in different ways. It might be for the home use or it can be for the cultivation also. There is a process of harvesting water which is called fog harvesting. Fog harvesting is basically are done from the lower hanging clouds, and majorly this can bring a respite to the residents which resides towards the water stressed area in any parts of the world. Uh, 70% of the world is covered with water, and only about 2.5% of it is fresh water, and the rest is saline and ocean based water. Even then, just 1% of our fresh water is easily accessible, the rest is not, and with much of it is trapped in glaciers or in snowfields. um, Globally, almost about 800 million people do not have the access to the potable water. These are the facts which I'm going to read. These are facts which I found out and I wanted to read it out to you. And this fog harvesting is a very interesting thing. You might have visited the villages during the winter, and you might have found those mist or the fog above the paddy fields. There are ways. There are a lot of nets, which has been used by the fishermen, or there are nets which can be made through, the wires, and these wires or the nets, if that can be put on the field in a longer stretch, they preserve those mist, and by drop that can be collected it might be a pipe, or where it can flow down to a well or a container where it can presume or preserve the water. That water can be used for harvesting. That water can be used for a lot of things for home uses. And in fact, in hilly areas where there is a scarcity of water, this kind of harvesting has been, uh, people are going, and they're educating people in the villages, where this kind of harvesting can at least preserve some water, and they can help them out during the summer times or during the scarcity of the water. I think this is a very good idea. This is a very good idea which can be utilized in the villages. We can at least collect those water from the clouds, from the mist, or from the whatever it is it can be. uh, this is a very interesting fact, because see, whenever you go out during the winter, you might see your specs or something has been vaporized. Those are the waters which can be collected as well. So there are ways of collecting the waters. I think this is one of the interesting fact, and this can be utilized. This should be utilized in our country as well, which is there are states which is towards the hilly areas, and uh, they seriously face the problem of the water. This harvesting, the fog harvesting, can be one of the interesting fact. and this can at least make people survive for certain period of time. I hope this is interesting for you. I would be sharing a lot of interesting facts like this. Keep loving me, keep subscribing. Until then, be safe. Take care. Bye bye.